Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Shannon Ogden with the latest from Denver 7. A Denver neighborhood can rest easy tonight. The city's decided to pause a construction project that was rattling their homes. But as Contact 7's Jennifer Kovaleski found out, some homeowners are concerned the damage is done.
We're in the Cole neighborhood.
Dave Brown is at a crossroads, literally.
If you go one block south, you'll be in Whittier. If you go one block west, you'll be in 5 Points.
And figuratively.
I haven't had a structural engineer come out yet. I am scared to do it because I'm scared of what I'm going to find out.
This is why.
My bedroom is upstairs, and that's where you can feel it the most. Really the whole house shakes.
And he's not kidding. Brown captured the violent vibrations on video last week.
Feels like an extended earthquake throughout the day, all day sometimes.
The construction he says is causing all this is right outside his front door.
Today they're doing things that are a little quieter.
There's a reason for that.
As soon as we heard from the community about the vibrations, we stopped sheep piling on Monday. That's what was causing the vibrations.
Heather Burke with Denver Public Works says they're hitting the pause button and want to work with the community to find a different approach that doesn't feel like an earthquake.
When you do that type of work, it is a huge undertaking.
The city is installing a massive underground stormwater system here at MLK and Marion, an older neighborhood with an older infrastructure historically prone to flooding.
That's really bad right here.
But with cracks already popping up in its drywall.
This is the window frame.
Brown's bigger concern is the long-term damage to his aging brick foundation.
I've got to imagine that there's starting to be some damage in the foundation that I can't even see.
In Denver, Jennifer Kovaleski, Denver 7.
And the city tells us the contractor is responsible for any damage. Also that homeowners should file a complaint with Concrete Work of Colorado. And as always, if you ever need help, please call or text the number on your screen or email us at contact7@thedenverchannel.com. An Uber driver is dead, and the son-in-law of the Colorado Springs mayor is in critical condition after a hit and run in Denver. Mark Carlo was riding in an Uber Saturday night when police say a stolen Jeep ran a red light and slammed into him. His father-in-law, John Suthers, also served as Colorado's Attorney General from 2005 to 2015. The Uber driver's name has not yet been released. Now, as for the suspect, police were able to track him down and charge him with vehicular homicide. They say he was going 80 miles per hour when that crash happened. In Golden, police are warning of a man who appears to be targeting the homeless there. Officers say two men, both transients, reported being struck with a blunt object as the attacker yelled to get out of his city. This happened not too far from the School of Mines, and police believe this may be the same person responsible for a very similar attack in January. Officers also believe there may be more victims who just haven't come forward yet. Well, Aurora police have made an arrest in a shooting that injured 4 people Monday night. They were shot in Utah Park neighborhood near East Kansas Place and then driven to the hospital. Now, at least one of them critically injured, but as of right now, all have survived. Investigators are not telling us the suspect's names or if more arrests are expected. Also, Aurora police are crediting a new program with helping make an arrest in that shooting. Today, local law enforcement announced expansion of a program called RAVEN. Now, RAVEN stands for Regional Anti-Violence Enforcement Network. Essentially, it means that different police agencies, federal agencies, share evidence and track down criminals. One example, this task force was able to make 19 arrests and take down a street gang by connecting seemingly unrelated gun crimes using forensics.
Our goal with this is to get shooters, people that are creating harm to our metro area, off the street in hours and days, not weeks and months.
In addition to Denver and Aurora Police, Lakewood PD, Douglas, and Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office also are involved in this. Well, pilots seem to be having a tough time sticking the landing at Centennial Airport. Just this morning, a small plane skidded off the runway with 2 people on board. Nobody was hurt, thankfully. The Centennial tells us this is the 9th incident since February. Only one involved someone being hurt. The airport also stresses, though, that it is one of the busiest of its kind in the whole country, and that while safety is top priority, accidents do happen. Another problem also buzzing in the vacant land near the Centennial Airport. Now, if you look closely, you can see some other activity around there. Denver 7's Sean Toll explains.
Dispatch at 623 Centennial Tower, continue runway 35 right, multiple holding in position.
Centennial Airport may be relatively small, but it's
the second busiest GA airport in the country.
And the airspace around the airport recently got a little busier.
35 right, clear land, inside to jet 623.
Or perhaps a little buzzier.
So this is like our experimental year. We have the 2 hives. Hopefully, I'm hoping they are successful this year, so then next year and the years coming, we can add additional hives.
The airport is using land that can't otherwise be used to host bees as part of their sustainability plan, which started last year with transitioning to LED lights. Joe Comperta is the hive air traffic controller.
1 or 2 hives stung me.
Bees don't follow along quite like planes.
That'll swell up.
This is a beautiful honey brown that we love to see our queens.
It was like a match made in heaven. They want bees, and it's a great place for us to be able to put some of our bees.
The swarming on the runway and just below is a good sign for everyone.
You have that constant busyness that tells you it's vibrant and alive. And the airport is another indication of vibrancy and the alive that we all are today.
So that's probably about 10,000 bees right there alone.
Centennial is not the first airport to host bees.
Little by little, if we chip away at what's going on in our environment and make things a little bit better, just a little bit at a time, it's eventually going to pay us dividends down the road.
So while the airport itself sees little benefit from their new neighbors,
it's good for the bees, it's good for the land, and what's good for the land is good for us.
The buzz generated so far
Jet 623, thanks for the help. Runway 35 right, clear to land.
Is a welcome sound. Sean Toll, Denver 7.
And from the First Alert Weather Center, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Thursday, Friday, a little more seasonable in the 80s. However, this weekend we are in for some rumbles, so stay tuned for that. This has been your Denver 7 On-Demand Update. Thank you for joining us. Check us out later. We'll have another one for you. Also, download the free Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Shannon Ogden.